No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish. South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Rebels will kick it away first. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Gilbert. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast and met him there and forced the TFL.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Spits it out to the back. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Got some room to run. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Irish. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look, you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
And he made the extra point without problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They go to the ground. Still on his feet at the 40. Breaks free. He's at the 20. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Yeah, and we saw it last week. This guy's got big play ability. I mean, he can make those big plays, and now you see it again, man. Over 100 last week, looking to go over 100 this week, and this is why. You hand him the...
Looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. Extra point here will tie the game. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here come the Irish, back on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Makes the catch. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field, that time...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Rebels come to the line trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catch in the middle, it's Clemens. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. The give out of the gun.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if you start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, and that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
Perhaps drawing confidence by converting an earlier 4th down. They'll try to do it for a 2nd time in the opening quarter. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds his tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run the option. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. They'll go to the ground. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Got it in the middle, it's Larson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force-feed him in that situation when he's got 2 guys on him.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Under fire. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you could tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
From the gun, the ground game. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. He's got an open man. Turns on the Jets. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Rebels.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Clemson has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since they ran down the hill, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 4 over Florida State. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Unloads to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And the defense was on its heels after that long completion. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
And a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He uncorks a bullet to the right, and his throw is incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. At the 20, he's got space. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
Man, what a weapon in this offense. To have a tight end that you can throw the football to, not just over the middle, not just to move the sticks, but a guy like this that can absolutely blaze, like a Warren, like a Bowers we've seen over the years, that can make huge plays down the field after the catch.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll spread receivers all over the field, 5 wide on second and goal. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking for the goal line. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
On the run, it's Smallwood. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Defense in press coverage. On the option. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Really good job by this offense, understanding where the sticks are. It's third down and short. The QB makes the pitch, good, accurate pitch, and then he does the rest. Gets north-south and gets the first down.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Racing down the left side. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a first and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Now on the option. Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Ole Miss. How about
And how about the defense just straight flipping the script? They got a goal-to-go situation, just trying not to give up a touchdown. You want to give up a field goal. Not only do they make a big play, they scoop up the fumble, they take it all the way to the house, and they get a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a second and long. Now the play fake. Hauls it in. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Quick strike complete. Breaks into the open. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Gilbert. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Wants to throw on first down. He's got his man. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line. They're going to ride this running back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Off play action. Bought a little time, lets it go. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Knocked down at the 3, and he was trying to take that interception to the house.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. He stopped in the backfield again. This defense trying to send a message he'll have to carry into halftime. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Feet in the end zone, looking to fire. It's complete on the right side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here comes the option. The pitch. He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's 4th down coming. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. To the air on first down. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I mean, this game has to feel like a living nightmare for this quarterback. We're still in the first half, and this guy, with all the interceptions he's thrown, with all the inaccurate balls, nothing is going right. They have no semblance of a passing game because they simply cannot establish a rhythm under center.
Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Looking downfield on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
Off the play fake. Hit as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And it's frustrating because you go into half and the coaches tell you what they want to accomplish. Listen, we've seen this the whole first half. This is what they're doing. Not a good job coming out first drive, trying to get some momentum created. Turn it over to the other team. Give them a good field position now, too. Not the ideal start.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the third and desperately needing a score, they'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
You just can't allow that to happen defensively. It's fourth in California. You're in a big zone defense. Everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback. You can't let them pick that up. Somebody's got to make a play on the football, swat it away, get the interception, get off the field. What are we doing?
They're going to give it to the wide receiver on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And listen, I like this near the goal line, right? Do something a little bit different. Try to get you guys with a little bit of speed on the perimeter. Everybody brings in all those big bodies for the goal line. Try to be stout up the middle and not give up the run. So nice job of getting positive yards down in the red zone.
QB draw. Headed toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Homer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. On the ground, it's Smallwood. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And guys, they're not going to give up on picking up the first down, but they also need some breathing room for the punter. to the ground with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And that's a welcome sight. Like, this offense has really, really struggled. Bottom 50 in college football in first downs. So they'll take anything they can get. Nice third down conversion. Let's get some positive plays. Keep it third and short. Find a way to get this offense in an upward trajectory, because so far this season, they've really struggled.
They're working that left side. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. The Rebels have this offense rolling.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like, really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that round.
He'll try it again. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds space on the right. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Motion from the wideout. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. Third and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
And the Rebels send out the punt unit. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. They kick it away on fourth down. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Going right to work up top. Might be looking to run. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
That is a great example of the D-line playing with tremendous awareness. That player knew he was not going to get to the quarterback, wasn't going to sack him. So he slowed himself down, got under control, located the quarterback, and then got his big paws in the air to knock it away.
On target over the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those.
Turning it on! That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the quarterback's by his lonesome on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Larson. They make the tackle, but not before he finishes off this third period with a big play. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Bringing the heat. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Unloads to the wideout. And they're not on the same page there.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long. They have never let it be easy for this quarterback.
Notre Dame comes to the line needing a chunk play on third down. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Got his man to the left. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. And Jesse, he just keeps piling up numbers, over 350 yards for the game.
And I feel like from the get-go, Reese, this guy's just been in a great rhythm all game long. He just seems like he's dialed in, and man, he's been accurate throwing the rock.
Looking to the big tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Goes to the option. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Using the quick game. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
All right, this running back's had all kind of success. Now we're getting later in the game. We got to make sure we get some stops, get the ball back to our offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Trying play action. Working that left side now. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rides to back and leaves it. Oh, he's got some space. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Catches it at the 15. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Listen, I love when my quarterback gets outside the pocket. I got an opportunity to make a huge play. But when it's not there, now I want him to make the simple play. Throw it away. Don't take the sack. Don't take the loss of yards plays.
Now the play fake. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Touchdown, Rebels! Great job by the back on the option. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one is over. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man on the right. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. They'll run play action. Here's a throw downfield late. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues.
Well, you can't blame this offense for wanting to be aggressive. They're down by a lot on the scoreboard here, and that time going 4 verticals, trying to stretch the defense, see if someone can get open. But, David, the defense was expecting it, and they were able to come away with the INT.
Yeah, the only thought I have right now, Jesse, is I'm playing deep. I can't give up the big plays. I want to make them earn it. The clock is my friend. Getting the lead, having the lead in the 4th quarter. Nice execution by this defense. And this one ain't over, but it's looking more like it.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.